Hey guys, what's up? It's Monstro II coming back at you with another Isaac run. So we'll see how this one goes. My last few runs have ended pretty poorly. I still have not made it to Mom yet. However, we're only 3 episodes in, so maybe I shouldn't count my chickens before they hatch or something like that. But I do have Cain now, so I'm not sure whether I want to be using Isaac or Cain. Cain does more damage and is faster, but has less health. So it also says he has 1 heart on this screen, but he actually has 2. Isaac's stats are displayed correctly, but Cain's are not. I'm not sure why that is, but anyway, Cain does get luckier drops for the most part, so I'm going to continue with him. And then if I really just continue to not have any success with Cain, I will go back to using Isaac. But for now, we're going to continue with Cain and try to take out these enemies without getting shot. If you stand at a far enough range, they can't shoot you. Well, they're not supposed to be able to shoot you. Anyway, so looking for some good items this time. I'm going to try to get these guys all to go in a, well, you want them all to like run in a the pattern, so they're next to each other and not all attacking you from different directions basically. But we took those guys out without taking any damage, so yeah, I guess the Isaac runs, I hope these are enjoyable to watch, because I do realize that I'm not killing Mom. So since I'm not getting, well, I'm not even getting to Mom, so since I'm not reaching my goal, these may or may not be entertaining to watch. I hope they are, but I couldn't tell you myself. Anyway, I'm going to go back and get my item rolling really quickly just so I don't forget that, because that would be horrendous, especially with Cain's luckier drops. The item rooms tend to be very beneficial for the most part, and I have got some pretty good drops. I don't know how I'm getting hit here. My last run with Cain, I actually got some really good items that were very helpful, but I wasted them. And we get Bob's Curse, so poison bombs. Poison in this game does a ton of damage, so what that means is it's actually probably going to be a really good idea to use bombs on bosses as much as possible in this run. So I will try to do that. It would be helpful to have more bombs, but maybe that's something that can be remedied over time. Anyway, it's time to go back and fight our boss. We clear out the first few floors. I think it's always important to clear out the first few floors, since all the enemies for the most part are very easy to dodge. But especially later on when you come into like areas like the necropolis, enemies can become quite difficult to dodge. So I'm just going to blow up that, get 2 spear hearts. So that was definitely worth it in my estimation. Enemies can be quite difficult to dodge in later floors, so should I use a poison bomb on Larry Jr.? I don't know, he's a fairly easy boss, even though I should have gotten hit here, even though I didn't. Why not? Let's use a poison bomb on him. And 1 hit him. Okay, I'm liking these poison bombs so far, I gotta say. It'd be really nice if I could get like homing bombs as well. That would be absolutely great. I would be able to wreck bosses' faces, or if I got Book of Shadows, that would also be extremely helpful. The problem is with the Wrath of the Lamb, there's so many items, it's a lot harder to get certain specific items that you really want. I haven't been able to find any of those like super incredibly overpowered items yet, like Fetus in a Jar is one of them that's really good. What's some other ones? Like Sacred Heart, that's another one that's really good. Haven't been able to find any of those, but I'm sure if I play this game for long enough, eventually it'll get to a point where I can find some of the extremely overpowered items, and this should be fun to use. So we get the coat hanger, which is kind of crappy, kind of not, well, I mean, it increases your shot speed, I believe, so yeah, it does. So it's good, not great, but it's okay. I would have preferred a damage or health upgrade, but that's alright. Anyway, we're still in the basement, which is the easiest area in the game, which I like being in the basement. It's good. I can always get past the basement. The other floors, not so much, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I would like more bombs, of course, as I've said before, just because I have not Bob's Rotten Head, because Bob's Rotten Head is the one that you throw and it explodes like a bomb. Speaking of Bob's Rotten Head, the Epic Act would actually be a cool item to get as well. What that does is, I'm sure you've seen the little monsters that are completely green and they shoot like these explodey green things at you. The Epic Act allows you to shoot those as your primary attack, which I think would be really cool to use, you know. It puts you in danger of yourself, because it's a lot easier to hurt yourself. Let's see, Tears Up, okay, that's a good upgrade. But at the same time, you have a massive amount of firepower with that item. So I think it would just be fun to use. Anyway, I'm not sure how that monster over there died, since I didn't even shoot him, so maybe he just committed a suicide or something, I'm not sure. Anyway, 1 more monster in this room. I'm doing pretty good with not taking any damage on this floor for the most part, but yeah, I really only struggle when it comes to like the depths of the necropolis where all the enemies are. Well, there's more of them, and usually they use more attacks that are more difficult to dodge. I use the word more way too much there. But yeah, anyway, getting some more bombs here, so I'm pretty happy about that. And I said the word more again, which I probably should have avoided. Let's go back and find my item room and see if there's anything really good in there. Would be nice to get a damage upgrade or a health upgrade, although that might be asking for a little too much. But damage upgrade, I guess those are fairly common. There's a lot of damage upgrade items in the game, so let's get one of those. Health up would be, I think, asking for a little bit too much. I think there is one item in the game that I got during last run. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like this little cross thing, and it gives you a damage and health up. So I really liked that one. Those are my two favorite stats in the game, and I got both of them from one item. So, you know, I will take that any day of the week. Try not to get destroyed here. Doing my best, and there's another tinted rock in this room, so I'll definitely be looking out for that. I'll use a bomb to get the tinted rock, get another pill. Of course, Cain always gets good pills, so balls of steel. That's going to be pretty helpful. Alright, I apologize for the little skip there. Hopefully I remember to edit that out, but wait, there's a dime there, so I think it actually is worth accessing this just to get 11 cents. Dimes aren't all that common, so you definitely want them when they become available. So, meat guys, I guess that's what they're called. All these enemies do have a specific name, I just don't know them by heart. Fires in this room as well, so I'm definitely going to be putting those out. Sometimes they can have coins or keys or stuff like that in them. Anyway, I took damage, which was really stupid. Gotta avoid that more in the future, but we do get a bomb, which is definitely something I have been looking out for. So there's a mob arena room, or a boss arena room, I think, which I can't access because you need really low health to access those. I'm not going to bore you about it. Magic Mushroom, all stats up. That is a very, very, very good item as well. So stats right now are looking pretty good. Anyway, especially on the, I guess, shot speed front. But anyway, that's not terribly important. As I was told earlier that the stat screen is kind of broken, so you can't completely rely on it. But anyway, this is looking to be a pretty powerful room, and we get Monstro, which is a very welcome sight because this is, you know, in my opinion, the easiest boss in the game. So I always like to get him. The Duke of Flies and the Widow are two bosses which I don't always have the easiest time with, and I'm doing a ton of damage right now. So I'm really liking that. It might be part of it just because Monstro has very low health, and we do get a devil room as well. We'll check it out. If he has any offers for spirit hearts only, I'll consider it. And he does not. We have the Pact, which increases damage. It takes away 2 hearts. It also gives me 2 spirit hearts. We have Spirit of the Night, which gives me the ability to fly. I don't know. Just because I'm pretty bad at taking damage, but you know what? I don't think I'm going to win this game without taking some risks anyway. So let's go ahead and go for the Pact. So damage goes up, get some more Spirit Hearts to replace the Red Hearts that I lost. But at the same time, this puts me on only 1 Red Heart. Even though I do have a ton of Spirit Hearts at the moment, I'm thinking, is it worth it to go into the shop here? I do have a lot of coins, so I would say yes it is. We get the ladder and a key. So I'm going to buy the ladder, which, you know, is an okay item. It's not great, but it's better than, since I don't have the ability to fly, it's, you know, pretty good, and I have plenty of money anyway. So I did get a key there to replace the one that I lost. So basically my priority here is just going to be really prioritizing not taking any damage at all. And we do get a judgment here, so I'm going to take advantage of that because I have plenty of sense, and also these guys tend to give me health upgrades when I use them. I completely forgot I have the ladder, so feel free to laugh at me in the comments there. And we get the compass, which is a good item, and it doesn't seem to come into effect on this floor. Oh, there it goes. Alright, so we're not even going to go to the west side of this area just because I don't want to have to deal with more enemies than I really should have to deal with, because I mean my character is very powerful right now as it is. The problem being is health is not so great. We got Sister Maggie. No, Harlequin Baby. Okay, never mind. Sister Maggie is the one that doesn't have weird eyes. But Harlequin Baby shoots with us. He's not very good since I don't think his shots do very many damage. And he doesn't shoot that often. So Tinted Rock there, I'm definitely taking advantage of that because, well, I'm definitely lacking in the health department. I have tons and tons of Spirit Hearts, but other than that, I don't think I'm doing too great. So these little Epicat guys just uncover the secret room for me. So that was very nice of them, and we get a 1-up, which gives me an additional life if I die. Not terribly useful, and the reason for that is when you respawn with an additional life, you only respawn with 1 health. So, yeah, if I die, what am I going to be able to do with 1 health? Probably not a lot, but at the same time, my character is so powerful right now. Maybe that isn't a terrible thing. Maybe even if I did respawn with 1 health, since I have those poison bombs, and since I have so much damage, maybe I would actually be able to make use of just 1 heart. But anyway, so since we have the ladder here, we can grab 2 keys. The ladder's already paid for itself. The ladder has gotten me like, well, it's only got me 2 keys so far, but still, we get a red chest here, and as always, 2 bombs inside of it. So there is a mob trap room here, which I'm gonna go for. So that was not probably the best decision in the world. Wasted a key there, just got some bombs and sense. That's what mob trap rooms always seem to get for me. I know mob trap rooms are supposed to be able to give you drops as well, like items and stuff. However, I personally have gotten quite a few of these, and I've never actually seen like an item drop for them. It's always just been coins and stuff like that. So, and the main problem here is I'm doing just fine on the money front. I have plenty of money. That is not the problem at all. But I guess this does mean I'll be able to probably like access the shop on the next floor and buy everything that it has in the store, especially because I picked up another key there. So I think I'm doing really well, playing really well at the moment, because I haven't even gotten damage in this floor. So we get the Blighted Ovum, which is basically a really, oh my goodness, I got stuck there. It's basically just a weird version of what's his face? Can't think of him. Gemini, that is it. But we get a health upgrade, and barely took any damage there as well. So that was a very, very successful floor. I'm quite proud of myself there. So the shop is just north of here, so let's go check that out first before we do anything else. And we get these Epicac guys. Luckily, these are the ones that can't aim, so they're a lot easier than the ones that can. The ones that can't aim are just kind of a pain. But yeah, we're doing so much damage here. I think I actually put myself in a pretty good situation. So we get the Manun's Habit, which is a useless item right now, because what it does is it recharges your spacebar item as you take damage. Since I don't have a spacebar item at the moment, it's completely useless, but hopefully I will be able to get a spacebar item soon. If I got something like the Book of Shadows, that would be absolutely wonderful. And we get a ton of spiders in this room, so this is not looking good. But I will do my best, and actually I didn't take any damage there, so I'm quite proud of myself. So let's see if we can't pick up a good spacebar item in this item room, and we get Quad Shot. This game is just spoiling me right now with damage. Oh my goodness, I'm actually quite happy about this. Damage-wise, I am a complete, pain train here. Nothing can hold up to me damage-wise. I'm just destroying. Let me guess, this is going to be a damage up, isn't it? Bombs are key. Okay, so that's not something that I wanted. I'm actually kind of wishing I didn't get that, since keys aren't something I really need right now, and bombs are, since I have the poison bombs. But I probably should be fine, just because, as I've said, Pain Train coming into the station here, I'm doing so much damage that I should be completely fine as it is. Anyway, I'm actually moving quite fast too, since I got that magic mushroom that was all stats up earlier, as well as Cain just has more speed than other characters. So, I mean, item-wise in this run, just getting extremely, extremely lucky. So, what that means is I really have to be careful not to just waste this run. I've gotten so lucky and blessed in this run with item drops that to waste it would really just be a complete shame. So we're going to head into the boss right now. I'm definitely not going to mess around with exploring other rooms. And am I going to get damaged there? Yes, I am. That was stupid of me, but that's okay. We do have the 1-up, so I guess even if I do die, I do get another opportunity to live. But I still do have quite a bit of Spear Hearts left. I've only lost like 2 total Spear Hearts in the last 2 floors. It might be a good idea to, take advantage of more tinted rocks if I get them. And we get the Hollow, which is a boss I've actually never fought before. But it looks like just a flying version of Larry Jr. But I'm taking him down quite fast just because of the massive amounts of damage that I'm doing. I definitely gotta say this is my most overpowered run ever. And we get another Devil Room. So if I make a deal here, I actually will unlock the Judas character. So we have Brimstone and the Dead Cat, which would give us 9 lives, but would also mean that I'm at 1 health. So, weighing this over in my head, I am in the Catacombs 2 right now. I have 2 more floors to reach through before I reach Mom. I don't think any of these are worth it, because Brimstone, the problem with Brimstone is it actually does a lot of damage, but it takes a while to charge up your shots. And I'm doing tons of damage as it is. The Dead Cat, it would give us 9 lives, which would put it at 10 lives total, but I'd only have 1 health, so if I came across a really difficult room, then that might really cause some problems for me, because I would just continuously keep going in and losing lives. So, I think the Dead Cat is better if you have the ability to fly, because it's so much easier to dodge damage when you do have the ability to fly. And I really do not want to waste this room. So I get Mom's Pad, which is okay. It makes it a little bit easier to defeat Mom. So should I go for the shop on this room, on this floor? I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna head straight for the boss. Even though I have tons of keys and a fair amount of money, I think I have everything that I really need from the shop so far, and I don't want to risk taking any more damage that is completely necessary. I just want to rush to the boss as quickly as possible and really get this out of the way. I don't think it's going to be a very wise idea. Ooh, try not to take damage here. Successful for the most part. Wow, I've done really good this run just with avoiding damage. Anyway, the Mob's Pad, it's not the greatest active item in the world, but it is going to, help us out a little bit on bosses. And I'm taking damage against these brains, which was something I wanted to avoid, but was not able to do. There's a key there which I can access since I have the ladder, even though I have plenty of keys, so I don't know how useful that is. And we get these head guys, I don't know exactly what you call them. They're really annoying because you can only damage them if you hit them in the back of the head. And they also keep trapping me. Okay, we got 1 down. They're just annoying because, you can only damage them if you hit them in the back of the head. And since they're almost always seem to want to be pointed towards you, that's easier said than done sometimes. Alright, so I'm quite fast, so I can just outspeed them. And yeah, I'm going to try my best not to waste this run, because that would be a real shame. Come on, guys. These guys are really annoying. I think if you have, oh my goodness, what is going on here? I think if you have, spectral tears or something, that, allows you to kill them much easier or something like that, but... Are you going to die? Thank you. Okay, so I literally took about 2.5 spirit hearts of damage, or 3 spirit hearts of damage, or something like that, which was... a huge fail. And we do have a golden chest here, which I'm going to open, even though for the most part they just include bombs, keys, and stuff like that, so probably not terribly useful. Since I do have the Mom's Pad, what that means is I can actually kind of stun the boss for a little bit, put down some poison bombs near him, and I get the belt, which is a speed upgrade. I was already pretty fast, so I don't think that's that useful. I would have much preferred an HP upgrade. But I will be able to stun the boss and lay bombs near them. Since I have poison bombs, they do a ton of damage. I'm just kind of planning this out in my head here. And what boss do we get? Monstro II. I'm just going to place a bomb and use Mom's Pad here. So I'm going to be placing bombs all around and get quite a bit of damage off on him. And Monstro II, not terribly difficult to defeat because you can telegraph his attacks quite nicely. He's a quite easy boss just to predict. He does shoot out a lot of these high damage pain balls though, and also these flies. Yeah, those are probably the worst part about him, just dodging those attacks, but I haven't even gotten hit so far, so I think I'm doing pretty good. More flies coming out. Try not to get hit here. Wow, I'm very proud of myself here. Really improving a lot when it comes to dodging damage in this game. Oh, and I got hit, of course. But we take him out and we get Squeezy, which is a Tears Up, as well as 2 more Spirit Hearts. So, this is the floor where we get to fight Mom, and since I do have the compass, I know exactly where the boss room is. So we're gonna head, we're just gonna make a mad dash for Mom. Unfortunately, I don't have the Bible right now. So if I had the Bible, that would mean I could one-hit Mom. I did get that item on a previous run that I did not upload to YouTube. However, I squandered it with not getting the Mom. We get Ghost Baby, which, well, is another little follower that follows us around and shoots out some tears. Not terribly useful, but we'll take it either way. So, regardless, heading off towards the direction of Mom right now. And, whoop, taking damage. Not a good sign, I would suppose. And we only took one hit there, so half a heart worth of damage. Not the worst thing in the world. Gonna pick up that bomb there and head off towards Mom. So, Mom, never fought her before. I imagine is, oh my goodness, I'm taking damage left and right. It's probably not going to be the easiest fight in the world, but you know, I just have to get in there and I have to survive until she dies. I'm doing so much damage that I don't think that's going to happen for very long. And I don't know if Mom's pad works against Mom. That would be kind of weird, since what it does is it stuns other bosses for a little bit. So I hope that works against Mom, since I'm doing so much damage. You know, I'd just be able to completely destroy her face while she's stunned, which would be handy. We get another heart, which is useless. Again, I do have another life, so even if I die, I can try again. However, because of the fact, oh, we get a card there, so hopefully it's something like the tower would be pretty nice. The Emperor, well, what that does is it just teleports you into the boss room, so that's useless. But okay, so we're fighting Mom for the first time, and doing quite a bit of damage so far. I got hit, which I'm not happy about, and I'm gonna lay some bombs out. Hopefully that will get a lot of slowdown on the screen here, since there's so many particles firing all at once, and yeah, that is making this a little bit difficult since the screen is, you know, lagging a bit. And let's try to use Mom's pad to try to stun her here, and yes, it works against Mom. So she's almost dead. It looks like I'm actually going to succeed against this boss. And one more hit. Yes! I did it! I defeated Mom. I've seen this cutscene 100 times before, but oh my goodness. I'm so happy. So that's the first time I've actually defeated Mom. I'm quite overjoyed with that. So anyway, there is more to the game that I actually unlocked now. But I have defeated my mother for the first time. Most overpowered run I've had so far, I must say. I got extremely lucky with the items, and I think that's the only way I was actually able to win there. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to the next episode where we'll make a run and try to get to Mom's womb, which is the area after Mom. But I'm just overjoyed with the fact that I finally did it. Even though I haven't uploaded a whole ton of episodes to YouTube, I have done a lot of off-camera runs with a lot of need and frustration. Anyway, thanks for watching, and farewell.